Right, and welcome, Dr. Keane. Thank you for joining me, and let me interview you for the students at Halzone College. First of all, could you tell me how long have you worked in the IT industry?
It would be about 10 years. I came into the industry relatively late.
Right.
So I was. I'd done a few jobs, and in my early 20s, but I decided I want to go to university again. I decided that I just want to explore, new avenues, and out of it came an IT job, and yeah, I've been going at it for about 10 years now.
Wonderful. Can you tell me what's your job title?
Right, yes, I'm team leader at the moment, but before that I was a senior software engineer.
Right, senior software engineer.
Yes.
So you manage people, is that?
Yes, yeah, I do code. I do code as well. It is still a significant part of my job, but yeah, I am involved in managing teams, managing workloads, trying to. Yeah, also involved in admin as well. So, yeah.
Thank you. What does your job require you to do?
Right. So yes. So as I was mentioning, I do a lot of my day is still spent coding. But also, I have to be involved in planning. There are various projects we've got coming up, and I'm usually asked to join in sort of the discussions for those, thinking about what needs to be done for those, what sort of problems and issues we might have to solve, what sort of architecture designs we'll need to implement to try and get these projects underway. But also, yes, I am involved in people management. It's a small team I'm in charge of, but yeah, there's not too much in the way of admin that way. But I'm there to be a sympathetic ear if anyone has got any concerns or problems they need to raise. But yes, yeah, but a lot of my time is still spent coding.
Okay, good. Can you give me your last 3 qualifications that you did?
So, my first degree was in philosophy from the University of Otago. Then when I went back to university, I studied mathematics. I got an M.Sci in mathematics.
That's a degree, is it?
Yes,
right,
yeah. It's sort of the equivalent of it's meant to be like a master's. It's a short master's.
Where did you study that then?
So that was at the University of Birmingham.
Right,
so that was a 4-year course, and then after that I got the chance to do a PhD in mathematics, in which I decided to take it up, and I did that for about another 4 years.
Right, and that's a doctorate, isn't it? So
yes,
that's how you get called Dr. Philip Keane. Wonderful. But from your accident and Otago, where are you from?
New Zealand. New Zealand. I was born in New Zealand, but yeah, I've actually lived in the UK for most of my life, but yeah, I've kept the accent.
Yeah, good stuff. What do you like about your job?
I love the creativity of it. I love being presented with problems, with challenges and things that I need to solve. And it's just a real quite a nice buzz to actually be presented with something that we're trying to do, some nice product that we're going to try and produce right for our customers, and to actually get that out in production and see our customers using it. That's a really nice thing to know that I've helped make life a bit easier for someone else. That's really nice.
Great. We've got lots of students at Halzone College who are doing IT and computer related courses. You didn't do a computer course.
No. Yeah. As I was mentioning, I did mathematics. And it was, but still, it was a good laid some good groundwork for the for IT. It gave me some good habits of thought for IT. But it does show that actually you don't need to do a comp sci to do it. I was kind of lucky in my first position in that the first company I worked for, they were absolutely looking for competency rather than a strict computer science qualification. And thankfully, I was able to go through their interview process and show that I actually, I had the potential to, work in IT, which I was really quite grateful for.
Okay, good. What advice would you give any of our college students who are perhaps looking to go into the information technology sector?
Right. Yeah. What would I? I'd say it's difficult for me because I wasn't necessarily planning on doing IT when I began doing mathematics. I began doing mathematics simply because I was good at maths at school, and I wanted to carry on with that and see where it led. I had an idea that it might lead to computer programming, it turned out to be the case. But I think what I'd do is just say, stick to your strengths. Also, bear in mind that when you're working in the industry, you're called an engineer for a reason. It's nice to know lots of algorithms and to know and to be pretty good at knowing for this particular problem. Say some sort of binary tree would help solve this quite nicely. But actually, what's really important is sometimes efficiency doesn't matter. Sometimes actually making sure people are able to read your code is as much as important as anything. Sometimes it's worth sacrificing efficiency for readability and maintainability. It's a small thing, but also be an engineer. Always be mindful of potential problems. Don't try and cut corners. Try and make sure that the code that you're producing does the job and does the job well. I think that's the best advice I can give you.
Thank you. And the last question is to help our students understand. Could you give us an indication of how much you're actually paying to do this job?
I am in the six figures, so a little, but not only slightly in there.
Okay, so six figures is like just over £100,000. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Dr. King, thank you very much for helping us today, and I'm sure our students at Halzone College are thankful for your advice.
Oh no, pleasure, and I wish you all the best.